We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. Hey, all you tuggers and tuggettes. Can't believe it's already the end of our third season. We want to thank you guys so much for all your support, and we hope you enjoy this last episode of the season with this very special guest, and it was a lot of fun to have them. And make sure to be on the lookout for our annual Pride episode coming out in the beginning of July. And we'll see you in September for season 4.
I'll get you started with that.
Oh, Nick is singing now.
I was telling Joe some of my favorites is your spit and swallow because it's like hilarious already, and I was like saying when you guys were doing, was it the Japanese sodas or whatever, and I was like, I could like taste it even though I was just listening to it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's too sweet. Oh no.
Well, because you've been to Japan. She's been to Japan. She's going to Taiwan.
I'm going to Taiwan next Saturday.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you? Then ask Andy, because he used to have to travel to Taiwan all the time, and he has
At least once or twice a year. Yeah.
Where do you stay?
Le Meridien
Oh, yeah.
and
I used to stay at the W.
West End. Oh, nice.
What's the W?
Oh, thank you.
What's the W?
Near Taipei 101.
It's a
Yes.
brand, hotel brand.
yeah, it's a
Marriott.
Starwood, but now it's a Marriott.
But Marriott.
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 Are we
Are we starting? Oh, we're rolling.
We don't have to.
We're rolling on the river.
Okay, Tina.
Oh my god, that's so good.
What are you eating?
What are you eating?
It's a here. How about it's the paprika?
Oh, yeah. No, thanks.
Croissant.
You mean a croissant?
Oh, that's super good.
Has just a little space.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, there it is.
I wanted to eat a croissant, so I went to a place that sells croissant, and I bought a croissant.
Everybody have a croissant.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Who are you?
I don't know. Somebody's supposed to introduce us.
Yeah, who are we?
Are we recording?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like eating.
Yeah. It sneaks up on you. Andy does it, and it's super
These
secret.
unprecedented gays?
You can say whatever you want.
You already did.
You did. By
Paul
saying
Smith
it.
and Joe Granelli.
That's me and you.
That is me and you.
And that's Val. Not Robbins. Val Clark.
Clark.
Fred-
I am a Clark now.
Friend of the show, Val.
Family member of the show.
Yeah.
Friend
Oh,
and
there you go.
FOTC. Friend of the... No, FO... Friend of the show.
Fots. Femits. She's a family member of the show.
Femats, yes. Femats.
Yes.
Femats. Wait, yeah, so you're Paul and I'm Joe, and we're these unprecedented gays.
So
It totally threw you, didn't it?
It did. It's fine. We're just having fun. And also, like, they didn't hear the clicks.
oh, I heard the click.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I pay attention.
Oh,
He's a professional.
I'm a professional.
there's so many new things. Andy has a new non-chode mic.
Yeah.
I know.
We have a guest in the studio / living room. There's food, croissants.
Okay, so
Get it, girl.
I went upstairs and then came back down, and Andy had all the mics up, and then I go, "Where did the silver one come from?" Like,
Oh, is it new?
The silver makes it look bigger, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's the same size as those, but when it's all about the angles and lighting.
It really is, yeah. And you're not dented like Paul's.
hey,
It's misshapen.
It's curved for your pleasure.
I was like, "Oh, he didn't want the chode anymore, so he got rid of the
It
chode."
wasn't a size issue; it was a recording quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the little
East
chode
Coast.
was more like of a travel one,
Yeah.
right? Like travel friendly. Is it TSA approved?
We need to put that one in the
A
car.
pocket.
Yeah. That
I
would be-
mean, you could
Yeah.
put it somewhere else.
We'll put that one in the car for our road
There we
trip
go.
recordings.
Do you need like power though?
You just
It powers off the USB.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you notice that none of your mics are plugged in?
no.
They plugged into the computer.
Girl, I don't know. I don't do the technical things. That's
He
that's
only
you.
quality assures them. He doesn't know how anything works.
That's for the staff.
Clearly, I'm not quality assurance on this one. There's no quality control or compliance. Oh my god.
So how was your week, Joe?
Hello, thank you. Hi. Not much has happened. But I think a lot has. Apparently, Nick has a recollection of all of the weekly
He
events.
has a list of things that you
Well,
got this week.
so as we know, last week we went to LA and did DragCon, which was fantastic. And then this week's just been pretty kind of, standard, nothing to phone home about. Max has had some tummy issues, and I don't know why. And he's just kind of like being really annoying with food. And then I went on a scavenger hunt for what's giving me life, which I'll get into when we get into it. And then Val's visiting.
I know.
That's you. Val is here. What about you?
So Andy took Cooper to get acupuncture and chiropractic.
Did you get acupuncture too?
I did not.
Oh.
But I guess it went really well. Like, the doctor did a couple things.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually really cool. It was a very good experience. Cooper was very responsive to it, and like they put an acupuncture needle like in his head, which they said is like the first one that kind of lets endorphins go through his body.
Okay.
He was like the chillest dog. He just like laid down and just loved it.
That was the
shit.
money
Cool.
shot needle. Like,
Yeah.
Did they teach you how to do that every day?
They
Afterglow.
Like he needs to do it like once a week for about 4 weeks, and then maybe every few weeks.
Okay.
A booster thing.
Okay.
But they said dogs are really responsive to it. She thinks there's a disc issue in the middle of his back, and that's
Okay.
what's causing a lot of the
Really?
like pinching a nerve and inflammation that's preventing his legs. And it they also said he has a lot of arthritis in his spine. So he'll always be, even if this heals and becomes better, he'll be kind of delicate and susceptible to injury.
Really? Interesting.
same girl. You ain't special.
Do they have to detain him, or was he just cool enough
Detain
to
him?
Not, that's the word. Like,
You've been detained, Cooper. Going to jail.
Max would never be able to. Sit
Oh,
down
no,
long enough
we would
to
need to
acupuncture.
see- He'd need
You'd
to be
surprised.
sedated.
Like we were sitting outside on grass, and Cooper was just sitting there, like sitting, talking to her, and like you don't really feel it, And the one, it was interesting because most of the needles. Well, have you ever done acupuncture?
Yeah.
So if the needle's right, it kind of almost feels like a bruise, or you feel like this swelling of sensation. It's not pain,
Right.
But you kind of feel when it hits the right point.
I love it.
Well, in him, you almost saw like the needle go whoop, and then it's sucked in. It was crazy.
Oh.
Andy sent me a picture, and he's sitting there on the grass with Cooper, and Cooper's laying there. And I didn't see the needles at first, but I noticed the other pair of shoes, and I'm like, who's that? Who you sitting out with? Having a picnic.
Why did your shoes, bitch?
and then I go out, and then he sends me a close up picture of where the needles are, because it kind of looks like it's Cooper's hair, because it's like brownish color.
Oh, are they like big?
No, they're super thin. But if you look really closely, you can kind of see it.
It kind of looks like he got like a porcupine pit.
Yeah,
pricked
exactly.
Pricked by a porcupine. That's a hard one.
Wow.
So, and then we also had to put him on a diet.
Oh no!
So he is. We had to go buy like whole food, like real, like the kind of dog food that's in the refrigerators.
Oh God, no!
That look very phallic and
it's like
and
farmer's
girthy.
dog or something.
It was
yeah.
It was really fun to bring it home. I had fun in the car just playing with it.
smacking it around,
Girl, that
putting
stuff
it in my
is-
face.
It's so expensive.
It is. Wow.
Yeah.
And
Cooper probably would need like 4 of them a day, right?
Because it's like they tell you it's like put about a pound and a pound and a half in it is food every day,
my
and I'm just like, I know, right? It's girthy. Even
it's
that's
like a
small
sausage.
size.
It looks like sausage or like meat.
It also
Yeah.
looks
Like hamburger?
really good when you can get that in a cookie dough roll too.
Yeah. But no,
I love
those-
the hand motion
Yeah,
you
the
had
hand
there.
gesture.
They're expensive. And honestly, though, like I was thinking about it because they like rave reviews. It's like fresh ingredients for your dog, but like it is not affordable whatsoever.
Oh no! Like we got a couple of those the smaller versions, so those were like $8 or $9
a piece. Yeah,
and like we've been mixing it with his regular kibble, so it's like and he loves it. So we're gonna do that for a couple of weeks and see about moving. I don't think it ever goes full on.
But I love the logic. The doctor said just that kibble is, and especially we were buying good food. But it's like if you live your whole life eating protein bars.
Oh.
Sure, all the nutrition's there, but your body needs more than just that.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of the way she presented it, that, natural foods, raw foods, and don't just do it yourself. Don't just cook, because if you're cooking like chicken muscle meat. You're not cooking the organs, and the animals need like liver and kidney.
Oh,
and all
really?
that stuff.
Okay.
It was really a cool kind of education.
Yeah.
And Cooper's never ate all his food. Like, if you put food out, he would graze through the day and usually eat like at the end of the night. But now when you put the food out, he eats the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
he's excited.
Really happy about it.
Because it's like, it's just like fancy stuff. And like, where did you get the food at?
Oh, PetSmart.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a whole refrigerated and frozen section.
But there are like online services where we look into this.
I looked into it.
He's reacted well to this so far. So.
And you do like half and half?
Yeah. Like I do,
that's not bad.
We cut like a disc out and mix that up.
Mix it in.
But it's it's not funny because it's like it is actually like an issue for him, like with his arthritis and stuff. But like Nick got here and Cooper was trying to meet him by the door, and I'm like, look, he's doing his lip sync for his life routine because he's doing splits.
Oh, did he death drop the house down boots, mama? Gascon Queen Slay.
So anyway,
I might have to try that because Max is a picky eater too, and like I think he threw up because I did like canned food. But I've given him canned food before, but I've always wanted to try those like fresh ones, but it is so expensive. And I love Max, but I was like, are you worth $500 a month?
But if he's having digestive issues, especially, like, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
But like,
and if you can do half and half, that's a good
point. Because it's like I said, like we've had it for 2 days now, and we're like halfway through our first.
Okay. Your first roll.
Our first roll. Yeah.
Your first girth roll.
But Cooper was eating Blue Buffalo grain free.
Yeah.
He did really well with that. But his whole life he's been super active.
Yeah.
And that's a great food for really active dogs. But now that he's kind of more sedentary because of his legs, he needs something that's a little bit different.
Different. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
So
Paul said, "Same girl."
I know, right?
For sedentary.
Diet, and he said like he needs to lose some weight.
Yeah, same girl. You ain't special.
But Cooper's not overweight, is he?
He is now.
He's getting there.
He doesn't look overweight.
Well, but he's probably gained like 10 pounds. But for a dog
really
that's 70 pounds, that's a lot.
Right, because he's just like he doesn't go to the beach anymore and hang out with his friends twice a week, so
and
he's not getting that exercise, and he doesn't want to walk as much anymore because of his legs and stuff. So it's like it's difficult. So
is the acupuncture then like something that you would have to do then like continuously?
I don't know. She said that most dogs respond very quickly, so you'll see some differences pretty much right away.
Yeah.
After about 4 weeks regularly.
Yeah.
It'll really taper down, like maybe every 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Oh, like maintenance. Okay.
And I imagine it's like chiropractic. If you feel something out, you go and get it. But even that, like this vet does chiropractic on horses. Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
I'm like, how do you do that? And
I would be so worried that the horse would kick me in the face.
Well, like she's only up there, like she's only along the spine, and it's not even trying to manipulate the way like a regular medical human chiropractor might. It's just like moving around and relaxing the muscles so it kind of aligns itself.
Oh my god!
It was so cool.
I'd be so afraid of a horse.
Well, and then Andy texted me later in the day when he had the appointment. He's like, hey, they had to reschedule the appointment till later, so I'm leaving right now because they had a horse emergency.
So she had
a horse emergency?
Yeah, this woman had a horse that was under her care, and there were like house sitters watching the house and taking care of the horse. And they gave triple the dose of some medication the horse was going to have. Oh my God. It was serious. Like, she had to go and pump the horse's stomach.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Was
it ivermectin or whatever that they were recommending? Did you get some?
No, but the horse is COVID free.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Allegedly.
We can't make claims like that.
But I felt bad because she said it might be 5 or 6 days because some of it absorbed into the horse's system, and it's one of these things that affects your kidney and livers, so you won't know.
Dear.
They're never asking those people to house it for them ever again.
Wait, how? So was it just like an accident? Was it just an accident? Like, oops, I didn't know the dose.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Or was there an insurance policy out?
On the
Did
horse?
this become a true crime podcast?
Well, horses are expensive. So maybe.
I know.
Where was this located? Should we have them on the podcast?
I mean,
in Ramona.
She actually, just talking to this woman was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a really cool.
The vet?
Yeah.
Nice.
She had a really cool story, and so it might be a good guest. Who knows?
I would love to talk to an animal chiropractor because I want to know how do you if the dog is there Max he would not be okay with that.
Well,
and
and
how
then
do
what
they
kind of
manipulate?
You'd be surprised the way it's no different than just if I were to just go up to Cooper now and just
Yeah.
go like this, and it was
Really?
really subtle and really and he liked it.
I guess they're professionals, so that makes sense.
Well, and it's also good because then she could tell us about what to look for, signs that there might be trouble, or something that we wouldn't notice necessarily.
As she was going down his spine, she got to the middle, and she's like, "Oh, see how his skin moves a little bit right here? That's sensitive. We're not going to do anything in here right now. I'm just going to feel it, but I'm not going to do anything because those are sensitive." And she's like, "Here's the zone where this irritation is from here to here."
Damn. Was it like a holistic veterinarian or
She's a medical vet that then did a lot of extra study on homeopathic acupuncture and chiropractic.
Damn.
Cool.
I'm totally on board.
Yeah?
I just think it's...
So you'd recommend?
It's a drive.
Yeah.
It's
Ramona.
it's in Ramona.
And so she doesn't do house visits.
She does, but it's a lot more expensive.
Right.
Yeah, you get it.
How far is Ramona?
Almost an hour in traffic.
Yeah.
Is the Ramona north? By Poway?
Like north and east.
Northeast?
It's
Okay.
it's past.
Oh, no, yeah. It's by Fallbrook, right?
No. If you go to Lakeside, the way we would get there, you go out the 8 to Lakeside and then kind of go in the mountains past the casino and up that way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's like $100 and something every
jeez.
Every appointment. So anyway,
Ramona's where they have fires,
compared
right?
to a $5,000 MRI that would
yes.
You could get 50 times.
Good math.
Right? That's once a week. There you go.
I feel like
For a
the
year.
next time that you're there,
With 2
it's
weeks
gonna
get
be
off for vacation.
Yeah.
Cooper getting it, and then Andy's gonna also be getting it.
I would love to
That's the
try
next picture you get
acupuncture.
is
I would
that
love
Andy's
to try it.
in the grass next to Cooper with needles in his back.
I've done it.
Have you?
Yeah, there used to be an acupuncture school where I lived right out of grad school, and they would do these kind of festivals because there's in this school of acupuncture there's 5 seasons instead of 4. They have
5
summer is an extra season, and every season is a different element in your body and a different system in your body. So they would do these kind of
and you just go in and it was cheaper.
Well, we knew one of the teachers, so we actually got it. And the first time you get acupuncture, they do this thing called a clearing, which is just like him. They put a couple needles in certain places, and then they might put 14 needles in your back. And you just bliss out. And
then your bowels clear out. And that's called the clearing.
Do you poop your pants?
Nothing in pants.
What if I poop my pants?
You don't. You don't.
Just don't take an Ambien.
But it is one of those very calm, center things. And based on that, you'll see certain needles will get red because that's telling them something about that.
They'll turn colors.
It's all about the energy meridians in your body. But then when you actually do acupuncture, they don't treat the middle. Most of the time, you're just putting needles here, here, very remote, like your toes, but at the end kind of the train.
Oh. Yeah. I would love to do that. I don't have stiffness or anything, but just to clear what, like you said, just do the thing.
There's different schools, and some are treating symptoms, which is kind of what they're doing with Cooper.
Yeah.
They're really focused on relieving inflammation. Mm-hmm. Adding, more energy to things that will help healing. But the one that we used to go to was more holistic. It's more about balance and just kind of energy. And
I love that.
It was very cool. And I mean, it's been around for thousands of years.
Oh, yeah.
When he said the 5 seasons, all I could think of was Captain Planet. Remember that show?
I just remember it was like, what was his name? Like Kanji, and it was like heart. It was what was his name? Anji? Inji?
I think so.
It was like, yeah, and he was like the Indian guy or something. And he'd be like, heart. And it's like, okay, bitch, heart. Like, that's not needed.
I was thinking maybe it was like an off-brand motel, like the 5 seasons rather than.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy Giuliani got out of the press conference there.
Doesn't he have allegations against him too?
Yes.
They're all getting they're all getting everything. It's like things come to the surface. I mean, like, whatever, I'll just continue my brain thought, but like it still blows my mind that they don't have background checks. I was telling Val that that congressional leaders don't have to pass a background check to get into Congress.
I told you that the background check is being vetted by
But
the
it's
people
like
that are
that's
voting.
why there's so many criminals that are running our country. I was like, I have to pass a background check to go work in my job.
But even if you pass a background check, it doesn't mean you haven't done anything. It means you haven't gotten caught for something.
Ooh, but it might show something.
Most of the people who go to get elected in office are successful, and the press has vetted them already. So there's nothing obvious.
Yeah, so they just are good at hiding it. Unless you're George
It's
Santos.
something where the power of the position corrupts them.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
What is that from?
Absolutely.
Okay, Gia Gunn. I guess everyone's allowed here.
Okay, that's what it's like in Congress. I guess there's a place for everyone.
I would not. I don't like Gia Gunn. Do you know who Gia Gunn is? Okay. Val's a new drag racer.
Did she have to watch with you?
We didn't watch the last one yet.
Oh, God.
Was it good?
We're almost done with the episode.
Okay.
It's a supermarket ball, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
Please tell me someone has top ramen hair.
No!
fun.
Right? Like, it's like I'm serving, what's his name? Justin Timberlake realness from circa 1999. Hashtag top ramen.
I was in bed this morning. I was watching like Instagram, and of course, I was like TikTok videos on Instagram for me.
That's how we do it,
That's
yeah.
how I do it.
Exactly. And Andy's like, "What are you listening to?" And it's this girl who's like talking, just like, "Yeah, I keep forgetting that there's different people on the internet and on Instagram." And she was like, I was telling a straight male friend that I'm serving cunt, but in a business casual way. And he was like, what? Did you just say cunt? And she's like, yeah, like, I'm serving cunt.
Oh my God.
That's what everyone's saying now.
Right.
Oh
And
my
she's
God.
like, that's what everyone says. And he's like, really? They're all saying cunt?
But it's like you can't say that, straight man.
Right.
Because it's not acceptable.
I realize his algorithm's probably sending him Avengers and shit.
And basketball.
Or like Home Improvement or something.
Right.
Or like fishing.
Instead of like, how do you serve cunt in a royal way?
My favorite one is, did you send me the one where it was like, and you sent it to me today too. It's Prince Charles, and it was like, and the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race gets blah 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 crown jewels and 200,000, and it's Prince Charles in the thing.
That's like I told Andy. I'm like, there's pictures of like King Charles with his scepter and his like what's the ball with the little cross on it? Yeah, and it's like serving cunt in a royal way. Or like what's her name from The Emperor's New Clothes? The witch.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Vilma or no?
What is the
What
witch's
is her
name?
Viva?
Viva?
I love that movie.
Okay, but like they have a picture of her when her whole headpiece is out and everything, and they're like, "This is how you serve cunt in an older person way."
It's Cusco and then Velma? Vima?
I don't think it's Velma. That's Scooby Doo.
Okay. What is
I
it?
should know this. I love this movie.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Yzma.
Yzma. Okay, because it was Eartha Kitt. That's right.
Eartha Kitt.
Wait, she's dead, right? Eartha Kitt?
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe she's with
Our
White
fact
Diamond.
finder will find.
died
Yeah,
in
she died
2008.
in 2008.
It's like
Oh,
the most
wow.
underrated movie.
Oh, it's a great
Oh
movie.
yes, definitely.
Pull the lever, Kronk! Is that my voice? Do I sound like this?
Wrong lever.
And then there's a second one, right? Or The Emperor's Got New Groove or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Did they have a second one?
Are you
Oh,
thinking
no.
I
of?
know.
No,
Are you
wrong
thinking
stuff.
of what's her name? Got a groove back?
Stella.
Stella got a groove.
That was a sequel, right?
She must have had it, so there must have been one where she had it, and then she lost it, and now she's got it back.
Wait, what's... No, I don't... Is that a movie? Stella's Groove?
Stella's got
her
group
group
back.
back.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Okay, we'll watch it.
Oh my god, Whitney Houston girl.
Oh.
You've never seen it?
Oh my god, at work, I did the, like... We do, like... We have Microsoft Teams, which I know you love, and we know everyone loves here, but you can send gifts, and I always, like... We have a daily meeting, and it's always like, does anyone have anything to discuss? And I always have nothing. So I do that. I have nothing, Whitney Houston from The Bodyguard. And there was a guy, he was like, what's that from? And I was like, I'm sorry, what? It's Whitney. I was like, it's Whitney Houston serving Bodyguard realness.
She's serving Bodyguard cunt.
Right? And then another coworker goes, a girl was like, you can never have too much Whitney. And I was like, amen.
Oh my god.
I don't think Whitney's in this movie.
And what? And
It's
was she?
Angela Bassett.
Oh, you know what? She did the shoot, and she did the song. She did the song.
Yeah.
from
She
it.
also did the thing.
Well, Angela Bassett did.
Did the thing.
God.
Angela Bassett did the thing.
Well, and it's also
What a great cast.
Barry Shabaka Henley? That's a fun name.
and No More Drama came from the soundtrack too. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Mary J. Blige?
Or Not Gonna Cry, or anyway.
By Mary J. Blige, No More
We'll watch
Drama?
it
Wait,
later.
this is what happens. We get off on these little tangents, but you listen to this show all the time, Val.
Yeah.
So you know. Anyway,
So we should do our segment, the next one,
we're gonna
right?
do our segment, yeah, because it's time for mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation.
That's my favorite. Should we go to Val first?
Well, we should go to Val first for what she's obsessed with. What's giving
In
her
today's
life.
news, going to Val. Val, what's
Val?
giving you life?
How's it going out there?
Oh, hello. I'm actually obsessed with Homegrown on Magnolia Network. Have you seen it?
That is.
I don't even know what the Homegrown is.
Oh my god!
What is
I didn't
Magnolia Network?
I didn't understand any of the words that just came out of your mouth.
Oh, okay.
So
you know
what is it?
Joanna and Chip Gaines.
Yes.
They did the
who does
Fixer Upper.
Correct.
So they have their own network now called Magnolia Network.
Why?
They have a ton of money and they can do whatever they want.
Okay.
But they have a show called Homegrown, and this woman goes to people's homes and helps like landscape their yard and like make it the best garden
Oh,
they
okay.
can have, and it's like so inspiring and so relaxing. So one day I was like, I'm gonna go to the nursery and get like a bunch of plants because we have a tiny yard, but there's some sun, and we have like an upstairs patio deck that might get some sun. So I went like crazy and got all these plants and went to Home Depot, got the pots and the planter boxes. So I'm obsessed with gardening right now.
And so the people at Home Depot were like, "You just watch Homegrown, didn't you?"
Yeah, they're like
on the Magnolia
okay,
Network.
And I think that Home Depot has their like stuff.
Every time you say Magnolia, I think Magnolia Crawford. The drag race. thing,
She was
sorry.
eliminated. Was she an early off queen?
She was the first queen off because she didn't want to be there. She just wanted to be there for the exposure.
Which one? Wait, which one was she?
She was the one who had the cow print skirt and the really thin contoured nose.
She wasn't one that picked up.
Like she could turn pages in books with that nose.
But not to be confused with Nicole Page Brooks
Correct.
or Books. Brooks. Turning pages. I don't know.
So anyway,
So
you're,
gardening.
You're obsessed with gardening.
gardening.
Okay.
And,
She got her green thumb, girl.
Well, we'll see what happens. We live like in the fog too, so you never know what can happen. We did an artichoke once, and that was very good. 'cause-
Just one?
Just one. Just one artichoke.
You don't get much in the artichoke.
No.
Oh, really?
But here you go. And then
The harvest is not that one.
No, do you just pull it out and that's it?
I think so. I
Like
think you
plants
just
is-
pluck it.
Yeah, it's just like yeah.
Oh, really?
It's
Oh,
It's not
that's
like
How
two-
many plants have to die so you can
Have an artichoke.
Wait,
She's going spinach and artichoke, so she'll make a
I am
dip
doing
on her
spinach.
own.
I am doing spinach. Actually, Joe's mom makes the best artichoke dough.
Oh my god,
I was
it's because it's
craving it
pure
the other
mayo.
day.
It's pure mayonnaise. It's
That's
so
all it
good.
is?
It's so
It's
good.
mayonnaise, cream cheese, I
Sour
think
cream.
butter, it's like maybe sour cream, and then like a little bit of hearts of artichokes or whatever.
Okay.
It's so
Artichoke
good.
hearts.
It's a
yeah.
whisper of artichoke.
Yeah.
It's spinach and
I don't think it's spinach. I think it's just artichoke.
I think it's artichoke.
But like, I remember I was like, Mom, like, what's the recipe? And she gives it to me, and I was like, so it's just like a mayonnaise.
Just a jar of mayonnaise.
And
It's a cheesecake, basically.
basically. But it is so good because it's got like Parmesan and like mozzarella and like, ooh, it's cheesy
My
good.
favorite is in Orlando, they have one Cafe Tutu Tango left over.
What?
Cafe Tutu Tango.
Kawab?
And it's like one of my favorite restaurants.
Okay.
And there used to be chains all over the place. There used to be one in Irvine, and they closed that one because they closed all of them except this one.
Oh,
And-
two to tango. There it is.
Yeah.
Two.
Two.
Tango.
Not two.
Like
two.
2U gays, a 2U. Oh, two
Like a
2U.
tutu.
To you.
Yeah. Like a 2-2.
Like, not TWOTO.
It's like
No.
a Spanish.
Girl, there's too many T's.
It's a Spanish tapas style restaurant, but it's got all this crazy art everywhere,
Right.
and you can buy the art.
But
on
they
the
do
walls.
a cold spinach and artichoke dip. It is delicious. With like a crispy pita bread.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay.
You know how I love bread.
I know. Sorry, Val. We keep
I love restaurants. It's okay. What else? I'm obsessed with being here. This is so fun.
Yeah.
I miss Jill all the time. What else am I obsessed with? I'm really into reading right now. And like
reading a
audiobooks.
bitch down,
Yeah,
house
like
boots.
reading.
Because it's fundamental.
Fundamental, exactly.
I don't think she does that kind of reading. But she does go to the library a lot.
Yeah, I use the library. I'm one of those people.
She says to her husband when she's leaving, "The library is open."
Actually, my husband Sean will be like, I'll say something about reading. He's like, it's fundamental.
Yes! We got Sean
watched
into
it
Drag
today.
Race. Oh my god.
Well, so Joe was that was before the pandemic.
2019, yeah.
2019, March 2019. I had a birthday party, and Joe slept over for the weekend. And he's like, "Oh, RuPaul's on tonight," and we're like, "What?" He's like, "What?" So he's like, "Sign into my Sling account." I was like, "Okay," and we watched it. And I was like, "Okay, we need a Sling now." Like,
Yes.
we're using your account for like months, and I was
like,
like,
"That's
I was like,
fine."
"Sean, we need our own account." And then I found out about the Game Show Network from Joe. I was like, "We need the Game Show Network."
Yes.
Oh my god, I love the Game
I
Show
love
Network.
it.
It's so
Yes.
fun. I signed up me, Sean, Joe, and Nick for America Says, and we have not heard back. So
I'm
if you're
gonna
listening,
I want to be Pressure Luck.
Which one's that one?
That's the whammies.
Pressure Luck is the whammy. It's like, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop!
Yeah. And
Oh,
the new,
yeah.
And the new version looks really fun. And they have like backstories with people. And they
I
have
would
come
love
up.
to do that.
Listen, no backstory. We just need
And
Paul.
it's what's her name? It's the host now.
Banks.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
Banks.
Oh,
I just
really?
want to be able to be on national television and say, big money, no whammies, no whammies, stop!
Oh, you already were on national TV when you were a backup if with Clarissa Explains It All.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yes,
That was
you were
a real
the,
thing. I
the
was-
football player.
I was a football player on an episode of Clarissa
Are you
Explains It
kidding
All.
me?
No, because
We need to find it.
I went to Dr. Phillips High School in Orlando, and it was directly across the street from Universal Studios, and they
Oh my
would
God.
actually film stuff like Clarissa Explains It All at the Nickelodeon Studios there. And so they needed a football field and some people, and I was in drama at the time.
Yeah, you
so
were.
they came over. Am I the drama?
But do you
played
have a
straight
credit? Are you on? Do you have an IMDb page
No,
credit?
because it's like, I
What?
actually didn't say anything, so I didn't get any credit.
But you're
Played-
still appeared
he played
into it.
Football Player 7,
Tight end 4.
and
wide receiver.
I was the one who went, because he had because the player had bad deodorant, and that's how he got past all of us. Like, bad body odor. That was the joke.
Yeah, we need to find. We're gonna Google it and we're gonna watch it.
Oh, I'm sure you can find it easily. Like, Clarissa
Yeah.
Explains It All, like football scene or something.
Okay, I will try to find it, and I'll let you guys know.
Yes.
Oh my god,
All
I'm
right.
excited.
I
A little
love
baby
it.
Paul.
So what else are you obsessed with, Val? Is
Oh
that
my
it?
god.
You don't have to be obsessed with everything. We know.
I know that's a lot of
Actually,
obsessions.
Netflix has a bunch of new seasons released of shows I actually watch on there.
Never
so
have
that's
I
been
ever.
good. Never have I ever. Indian matchmaking.
Oh,
it's
God.
It's so good.
I tried to watch that. I just couldn't.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I love it so much. And then Queer Eye, which Joe and I were saying, I didn't really watch the last few seasons,
Yeah.
but for some reason it was like
This one's good.
It's good, and I cry every time, and it's just like so
I like
motivating.
crying.
and
I
emotional.
didn't like the last one, but
Yeah.
This
Let's
one-
all try this one.
This is New Orleans.
Yeah,
New
which
Orleans,
one
and
is
it's
the
great.
We're trying to think. Was it Texas?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta.
I think I
it just
stopped
seems
when they were in
so
Texas.
contrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
and
seems a little produced, right?
And I, Anthony is not my favorite person.
Honestly, no.
No hating on Anthony.
No, I think that we bonded, and that's one of my favorite things about you now is that you also despise the shit out of Anthony Kirowski.
He's like
I
everyone's
really
favorite.
love avocado toast because it makes me feel really connected with my dad, and it's so simple.
How can avocado toast make... Okay.
Because it's all he has. He's like, I really love simple ingredients like a bell pepper, so we're gonna do a bell pepper dip where you dip it in hummus. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Go
really
away.
has some feelings about this.
And it's like, you're only here because you're attractive. Go away.
It's like he's like, he like needs help all the time. Like,
Yes.
okay, Anthony, like,
Because he doesn't know how to cook
It
anything.
is very
He's
attractive.
Well,
been
our
through
favorite-
a lot, but
be
it's
honest.
like
Our favorite is when Anthony goes, the first thing you got to do is get a kitchen towel, put it
Yeah.
over your shoulder.
Pro tip.
pro tip.
Oh, tip.
Pro tip, don't listen to me.
Well, they
Not
had
all of
a
us
hip
have
tip.
shoulders,
Was it called
Yeah.
hip tip?
I don't know.
Hip tip? And it was like about bras, and I was like, okay, Tan's giving bra tips, and Jonathan was
Jonathan.
like wearing the bra.
Oh,
Which
just
was like,
how many fingers you're supposed to
Yes.
have in the thing?
I
Yeah.
was like, wow,
Oh.
this was actually pretty. Thanks, Tan.
Okay.
So funny.
I'm going to go off on a tangent real quick because you
Tangent.
brought up bras.
Yeah.
And we're going to get back to mouth to mouth, but I'm going to go...
What? Okay, wait.
But
We're going to go on a journey. I love this.
Okay, because also what happened this week is me and the office went to do a volunteer event, and it was at 3rd Avenue Charitable House. Great organization. They help out, they unhoused and everything.
Okay.
And so there was about 5 of us. A couple of us went to the kitchen to help out. Some of us went to sort clothes and hand out clothes to the unhoused.
okay.
Well, they had a whole thing. They're like, so we need some people to work on the bras because they need to be like sorted. And so me and the girls were like arguing about like how do they need to be sorted? Like, are we going to sort them by like bra size, so
Yeah.
34s, 36s, all those kind of things, or do we sort them by cup size? So D's, C's, A's, B's,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, why am I in this conversation?
What do you think? You're like,
I'm not
Obviously,
yet-
it's by the cups.
I'm not yet there.
You're not a girl, not yet a woman.
Exactly.
And you're kind of a trainer.
Exactly.
You got a sports bra. So wait, what did you end up doing though?
They ended up doing it by cup.
Okay.
And then within the cups, they were done by size.
Val, would you do that?
I would do the opposite.
Oh.
I don't know. Because I feel like you're like, here's my cup size, but now all these numbers, it's like,
See, I feel
don't know.
like, I feel like you would probably, to me, I'm thinking you would probably know your size.
Yeah.
Like your number
band
size
size,
instead
yeah.
of your cup size more.
But wait a second. When we were on the cruise, we watched that one of the game shows they did. They actually had couples up there, and they had to guess the husbands had to guess their wife's
God.
bra size. The husband knew the bra size. The wife didn't even know her own bra size. It was crazy.
Like the cup size too? I think
It's
you might be an
different
A.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Trainer bra.
A double A. Like a battery. Oh my god.
Well, that's good too because I know
I
charities
use
like they
5.
need bras because they're so expensive.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people really need them.
Well, and it's also please donate to your local charities if you have any clothes that you're gonna need to get rid of and stuff like that. Go through your closet, get them together, and then take them down to your local charity and stuff because they can really use them. Just because it's like they didn't have a lot of pants.
Really? But this is different than like
for
Goodwill,
men's.
right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So like they get these for free, and so they always need like pants for men. They always need undergarments for women.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. So,
Well, so what is it? What was the charity?
3rd Avenue Charitable Organization or TACO.
No, stop it.
I was like, Taco SD. If that did not match our vibe here at San Diego perfectly, I don't know what does.
I'm down for that. Is there a place called Tacolicious?
Yes.
Where is that?
You probably ate there with me.
Was that up in the Bay Area?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like Tacolicious. What does that sound like?
Which is
Yeah, no, I don't think there would ever be Tacolicious
Down
here
here.
in San Diego because
Oh, it's in
There's
San
like real
Francisco.
tacos here. That's why.
It's a chain.
Yeah, no, because I was like, I've
like
been
Chipotle.
there.
not to be.
No, it's fine.
All right, Joe, what are you obsessed with?
Okay, now I can tell you my story. So,
You get some popcorn.
Well, so what I'm obsessed with is the Ninja Creamy ice cream maker. But in order to acquire this thing,
no, you did.
I did. So I was like, okay, I wanted to try this out because, like,
Did you use your points at work?
no, I don't have
okay.
any more points at work
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm getting fired.
They stopped rewarding them for staying because they want them to all leave.
Yes, you're right. And they're stingy as fuck. But I will never tell you where I work. But everyone knows if you know me. So there's this like TikTok rage thing where it's like everyone's buying this Ninja Creamy, and I was like interested in it. I had seen it like maybe a couple months ago, and I was like, that's cool. And then I was like seeing it more and more, and I was like maybe this is something that like could be worthwhile. And so no one had it. Amazon didn't have it. Sears doesn't exist anymore. Overstock.com, Macy's, like no one had these. Bed Bath & Beyond, and I was like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to get this? Because I'm an instant gratification person that needed it now. And I was like, oh, well, like, it seems like JCPenney has it, so, like, let me call them.
JCP?
Yeah, at Jacques Penney. And so I give them a call, and they're like, yeah, we have one left. And it was an El Cajon. And I was
Did you tell them hold it for me?
I was like, yeah. They were like, we can hold it. I was like, yeah, put it on hold for Joe. I'll be there in 20 minutes. And this was like during work, and I was like in a call, and I was like transfer it from my like computer to my phone, and I'm like listening in, and I'm like, I have more important things to do. So, but it was like impossible to get, and so I was like, this is stupid. So I ended up getting it, and then I was like, what is the rave about this, right? So basically, you freeze the like base, which is like milk and whatever, and then it like spins it. And it basically like aerates it.
Paul, from the movie The Menu, what was the machine that you broke?
A Paco Jet.
Well, it's a cheap Paco Jet.
Paco Jet.
Yeah, so it's not $6,000, but what it does is it kind of makes like it's almost like a DQ Blizzard.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, so what you did?
You
like
can add your own shit in there.
Yes, so I did the vanilla base and I put in some Oreos and I was like, oh, this is real good.
You can put a little bit of chocolate syrup in there and then make it into a chocolate one.
Yeah, and so what we did then, so I was like, I'm obsessed with this because it's like you can do any kind of flavor combination where it's like, you can do sorbet where all you do is you get like a can of peaches and you just like throw it in and it freezes and then it spins it up into a sorbet. We yesterday prepped mint chocolate chip ice cream, which we'll see how that works today.
Okay.
Because we had to go, where did we go? Sur La Table?
Yeah, Sur La Table.
And we got this like peppermint extract.
Oh, you
And
should
it
have
is-
asked us. We have it.
It is, it is strong. I was like, this smells like peppermint
Yeah, you don't
schnapps.
need a
A
lot.
couple drops.
It's peppermint schnapps, and I was like, oh Lord. And then we're going to put, what is it, the cocoa nibs or something in it? Yeah. So, but you like spin it up, and then it like, you mix in the stuff after. So I'm obsessed with that because it is like really cool, and you can make like healthy ice cream.
Oh, that's full of shit.
Oh yeah. Well, because you put in like basically all it is it's like 1% milk
You
with
could take
almond
frozen
milk.
chicken and put it in there and make chicken ice cream.
Ooh.
You know, why not?
Anything you can freeze and blitz.
Amen. You know a person named Blitz, right?
Bliss.
Bliss.
Bliss, not Blitz.
Shout out to Bliss.
Hey girl. So that's what I'm obsessed with.
Okay.
I think that's it. What are you obsessed with?
So, first of all, I'm obsessed with that video, the audio I played earlier about croissants. That's just I don't know why, it just makes me laugh every time.
It's so
and I go
good.
around saying, I wanted a croissant.
It's just so stupid.
It is, and I don't know why I'm like, it touches me in a way.
It's like have you ever seen the like Let Me Do It For You dog where it's like the dog with a long snout?
Don't get me
No.
started.
It's like,
Oh, no.
let me do it for you.
It's Miss Piggy singing.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's like
okay.
a cover of this song by like, I don't know but it's called like Cellophane or something. And it's like this really sexy song. And then it's like a Miss Piggy done thing or whatever.
okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you all the things.
Well, it's also because it kind of reminds me of the video where it was like the dog was in the window and sees another dog walking by, and so I was like, "Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Mm-hmm.
Can I pet that dog?" So anyway, and then I'm also obsessed with on Disney Plus right now. They have Muppet Mayhem,
okay.
which is a whole show about Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
What is that?
It's the band that they have on the Muppets.
That
I've
animal used to
never
be the-
seen-
Animal's the drummer for the band, and then there's Janice that kind of looks like Nene Leakes.
Wait, pre or post plastic surgery?
Post. Because she got them lips.
I need to watch that.
I love it. It's hilarious. And they have so many guest stars on here. Like, they've had Zed, they had Little Nas X, Paula Abdul, Susanna Hoffs.
Everybody wants to be on
Everybody wants to be on the show. And it stars Lily Singh, who's a comedian, Taj Mowry, who's the brother of Sister.
How funny.
Tia and Tamara, and the guy, Anders from Workaholics.
Yeah.
So go check it out. It is hilarious.
Is it like they're touring with the band?
So they're trying to put together their first ever album.
Okay.
And so Lily Singh's trying to save the record label she works for, because she
Okay.
wants to work in music. So she realizes that the Electric Mayhem owes them an album. So she tracks them down and gets them to put one together. And so they're trying to find a producer, which is how they get with Zed. Peter Jackson shows up for it. Kevin Smith.
Wow.
Like, it's hilarious.
Those are like cool cameos.
Yeah,
That's great.
it's really great. And it's like half an hour, and it's hilariously funny.
Usually it's like I'm finishing work and he's in here. That's like after work he's watching it, and I just hear them laughing.
That's true. They have this one guy who's one of the characters is called Lips, but every time he goes mana mana. I'm like, oh my god, I love that song. Mana mana. Not too much, Joe. We don't own the rights to that.
But there's no words.
Mana mana.
Wait, you can do like the just like do a different key, right? Because then it's right? I don't know.
So that's what I'm obsessed with. So now that that's over, we can get into this gig over here.
I'm sorry, but our time's up.
I know, right? We're having so much fun talking about all that stuff.
But also, I don't usually do mouth to mouth, but Paul's hair is giving.
Thank you. I know. He is a wind blown for the gods.
Everybody's mouth to mouth.
Okay,
today.
just so
Paul's
our
hair.
listeners know, I have not showered yet today.
Oh, you need that
earlier.
volume. Like,
It looks
It does
great.
look really
yeah,
good.
the
Thank
volume
you.
that you are serving right now, you are serving loud ass volume realness.
My hair's giving you cunt right now.
It's cunt volume.
Wham.
Is what?
80s wham.
Yes. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so let's get into this gig because Val. How long have you known Joe?
Let's see.
We just met.
33 years? I'm a little older than you.
Well, how old am I?
You're 33.
Yes.
I just turned 34.
So however old I am is how long you've known me.
Yes, 33 years.
So when you say, because some people are like, I've known him all my life. They're like exaggerating, but you've literally known him all
my
your
whole
life.
Are you like the cousins that used to take baths together and stuff?
No.
I don't think
I wanted to take you
so.
through the weird things right away.
No, I mean,
It was just like family events.
Yeah.
Halloweens. We used
Yes.
to trick or treat Joe's
Oh, fun.
birthday. Actually, I have a really cute picture I could show of you as a pirate. And I'm,
Oh my God.
I'm Snow White. Oh my god, let me get it.
was that
Yeah,
was that when I
send
was,
that to Nick,
Yes.
and then
was that
I'm
like
gonna
was that
post
when I was
on
like
the-
a chunky chunkster?
Oh my god, I have so many.
I was a chunky
Okay,
baby.
I want that picture because I'm going to post it on our Instagram
Yes.
for Two Gays
The
Pod,
listeners want to know.
and because the listeners
Wanna
need
see.
to know.
I didn't know how to smile as a kid. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'll find some pictures of me as a kid, and it's just like these are like
So,
I didn't know how to smile.
was that when you knew you were after the booty?
Oh yeah. No, that was second grade. When it was like, what are these feelings that I'm feeling? Why am I attracted to men?
All right. So, but like, are you this close to your other cousins, as close as you are to Val?
No.
No.
So
Okay.
Val, I think what is interesting about our relationship is that we've gone through kind of like all of our major life moments together. So like I don't know what it was. It was just, I mean, our families are close, but like Val's like the same age as me. So she was a year ahead of me in all school. Mm-hmm. And then like we would hang out in high school, in like grade school. We would do sleepovers with your mom and, my uncle.
I go to camp for the summer. They'd come over for the summer.
So
for a
we were
week or
really
two.
close.
Yeah.
And then in high school, did I go to your prom with Erica?
Yeah.
It was super last minute.
Yes.
Like, the stories we have of our lives, there's just so many things, but
I
like,
hear them all.
well, so it was high school was close, and then Val went to UC Riverside for college, and I ended up also going to UC Riverside. And so it was like, every like major kind of like big moment, Val was always there, you know? And then when we kind of got into like our 20s and late 20s, it was the same thing, you know? And so Val's always just been kind of like the person. She's like my sister, even though she's my cousin / best friend. She's like all that wrapped in one, where it's like everything in life. It's like the footprints on the sand sort of thing, right? But there's 2 steps of footprints because we're walking together, and then there's none because Nick and Sean are carrying us.
Tell us stuff we don't know about Joe.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Nick's like, "What are Joe's secrets?" I'm like, "I don't think he has any secrets." Yeah, like he's very like honest and
we have. There's like a lot of embarrassing like stories.
And we want to hear them all. Start.
Oh my god.
What are your favorite moments? I mean, we just had like so many So, like, I was telling Val, like, one of my, like, the silly things that we do is, like, we're just kind of a little airheaded in college. And, like, we would fly up from Riverside to Oakland Airport together so we could be on the plane together. And there was one time that we were, like, video chatting or whatever. This was before FaceTime existed. And so Val's older sister, Renee, was in Chicago.
Yes.
And we were, like, video chatting with her. And, like, we didn't realize that the plane took off.
And like, then
they were like, and I was like, uh-oh. And we were like, now what? Like, how do we get down?
You were not on the plane?
No. Because we were talking.
I thought they were on the plane video chatting.
Oh, no. We were in, like, the little, like, thing with the laptop plugged in. And, like, we were just like,
And did you have, like, headphones in? That's why you couldn't hear the last?
I think maybe.
I don't think so.
It was just, we just didn't, like...
We didn't realize that when they were calling your flight that was your flight.
And then it was like, we were like, can we get on the plane? They were like, it's on the tarmac. And we were like, so is that a no?
They were like, how do we get there?
There's a lot of...
Can they just come back? I don't think
just turn the plane around. But, like, a lot of airport stories. Like,
oh my God,
there was, like, one time that, like, we were walking... and I was like, hello, like Super Mario. And then a little boy turns around and goes, hi. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And you were like, it's a Mario.
No, because I'm like, what? Okay.
But then actually there are a lot of airports.
There really are.
We're getting, I think, hot chocolate, like so random. We're like, let's get a hot chocolate. So, you know, Starbucks, you say your name. This is why people say different names that are easier. So I say Val, but a lot of people don't understand that for some reason. So I say Valerie, but this is why I say Valerie now. So I said Val, and I see her write on the cup, and then she writes Val, and then she crosses it out, and then she puts B-A-L-L, ball. And I'm like, what? And I look over, and Joe, like, booked it. He's laughing so hard. And I'm just like, what just happened? So she makes the drink. She's like, ball? I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, what?
Val's had a lot of hard, like, Starbucks orders. Like, recently it was, like, Valerie.
Valerie in every way possible.
I would think that if you said Val, they would then spell V-O-W-E-L.
Oh, that's good.
That's a new one.
Well, no.
Where you are in the country.
Right.
Apparently, the Oakland Starbucks baristas don't have that much understanding of how to spell things.
If you were in New York, it would be Vale.
Yeah,
Vail. V-A-I-L. Vail.
Yeah. And then I'm always like, am I saying my name incorrectly? Like, and then I'm getting all like self-conscious. I'm like, no, it's fine. So then I'm like, Valerie.
But you should be like, next time just be like, when you're with Joe and you're ordering and you should just go Susan. So then Joe could go to you and be like, your name is not Susan.
What is that?
That's like a Whitney Houston thing.
Oh.
From the secret, what is the movie you just talked about? She's Back Again or whatever?
No.
She's not in.
Exactly.
What other fun stories? I mean, like in college, we had plenty of fun stories.
Well, I said a story this morning too, because one summer Joe lived with me in Riverside, and his mom would always. Did they drive it up, or they must have driven it up? Like, she made lasagna and we put it in the freezer.
She would do, like, freezer meals for me.
Oh, okay.
Which was super sweet.
And so one day, Joe's like, oh, I'm gonna, like, make some lasagna. I'm like, oh, can I have some? He's like, no.
I was
like,
so mean.
I was like, oh, okay.
And honestly,
this is not
like,
for you.
No, and I remember this vividly too, and I was such an asshole because I remember I made like baked ziti. Because again, when I was in college, I was poor, and like I had lived with her and I made baked ziti and I was like, oh, I make baked ziti and like, this sounds so bad. She's like, oh, can I have some? I was like, fine. And then she's like, well, can you go bring it to me? And I was like, you have 2 legs. You can get it yourself.
Oh!
And that's why I
Renee. Wait a minute. That's a Renee thing.
Oh, is it?
No, she's like, Val, can you?
Oh, no. No, I think you were just like tired or something. But like, we lived together and it was like the best because it was like, it was just like all the shenanigans and just,
so fun.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because this morning I'm like, Joe, this is like when we lived together and you wouldn't get me any lasagna.
And I would never feed her. And I was like, I'm so sorry for that. You deserve all the food in the world.
Well, it's like I asked them when they got here, like, oh, so what are you going to do the rest of the day? He's like, I don't know, walk around Balboa Park. I'm like, well, you're in the neighborhood, you should take her to brunch. And he was like, you want food?
And I was like, yes, please.
She's like, sir, may I have some more?
If you must have
He's like, more?
Have you guys always gotten along, or do you guys ever have any cousin tiffs?
Never.
I think we've always gotten along.
I think, and that's where like, so the funny thing is, so like, me and Val are very the same. Like, we're one and the same. Like, we're almost just like one person that's been divided into 2
you
people.
both like dick, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
True.
But then Nick and Sean, so Val's husband Sean and Nick are basically the same person
Shout
too.
out to Sean.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sean.
hey,
I'm like, we saw the pictures, we're like, oh, hey.
I know.
I was like, Sean, you need to hear this. He's like, oh my God.
Who's in that wedding? Oh,
Yeah. I was like, that's the groom.
go, Val.
Oh my God. But okay, so one of my favorite memories of Val is like when I was in college, my MacBook broke and I had to get it serviced and fixed. And so
Oh, but your MacBook was like you.
yes.
Broke.
And so I needed to get serviced. And I needed to get it serviced. Right? So then I had to get a laptop and I got like the little mini one. Well, I had a little like mini laptop.
Windows?
Yeah.
Oh, like an Acer?
Yes. So I used it for like
Workbook?
for 3 weeks. I know, I got broke, and I returned it after I was done with it. Like, oh, this didn't work for me, Best Buy. Okay, that's fine. So
And they're like, sir, why is all this porn downloaded to your workbook?
oh no, I reset it. I reset the shit. I reset it. So I had to sell it, so I put it on Craigslist because I had my computer back, and so I put it on Craigslist, and then I get like a text or whatever, like 11:30 at night or something, and it was like, is the laptop still like available? And I was like, yeah. And this girl was like, oh, can I buy it? And I was like, yeah, sure. She's like, I need it right now. And I was like, okay. So like I was like, well, where are you? She's like, I'm in Upland. And so from Riverside to Upland was about like 30 minutes or so. And mind you, it was like midnight.
Yeah, no.
So naturally,
The
shop is closed.
so naturally, what do? I text Val, do you want to come join me to go sell this little mini laptop to this girl
So
in
we could both
Upland?
be killed?
She's like, okay.
Bring like my pepper spray. Like that's gonna do anything.
So we get in my Chevy Silverado that doesn't have automatic anything,
I love that we're painting a scene right now.
right? And like we pull up to this girl's house, and it's like it's in the middle of the night. It's like I think 12:30 at this time. And I text her, I was like, hey, I'm here. She's like, okay, I'll be right out. And so she comes out, she's like, all right, well, like, I need to check and see if it works. And I was like, okay. And she's like, here's my ID so that you know I'm not going to, like, steal it. And I was like, okay. And her name is Michelle Barbie.
Okay, that is fake. She gave me a fake ID, girl.
But she was, like, 16 or something. And, like, whatever. And I was like, okay. But then
What's she doing up? She got school the next day.
She had to write a paper.
Right? But, like, I was like, okay. And then she's like, well, so I was like, okay, it's $300. She's like, well, you take $100. I was like, no.
Okay, hold on. You did not work out the price before you left the house?
I told her the price, and then she tried to lowball me. I was like, no, it's $300. She's like, okay.
No. See, I would not. No.
And this was like before Venmo and all those
I
things.
said, send me a picture of the money real quick.
Well, and so I think
Exactly.
I still have, like, I'll have to go into my, like, old iPhoto picture albums because I have a picture of her ID, and it says Michelle Barbie.
Okay, so did Chris, what's his name, from To Catch a Predator walk out and go,
Oh my god! Can you imagine?
No. It's just, like, it was some of the shit that we did. It was like, maybe that was dangerous.
Actually, we told that story when we were doing the Craigslist episode.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all the crazy stuff he used to do on Craigslist.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but it was like, we went and drove up to Michelle Barbie's house and sold my little mini laptop.
Jesus, that's funny.
But one of my other favorite things about Val,
many.
Like, this was like probably like the theme of our friendship and relationship is like we call each other girly pants, and the reasoning behind that is because I was going through like a phase in college where I was like, I'm gonna be emo and like hipster and wear like really tight pants, and then I went over to Val's house with my roommate. Oh, there's pictures. I went over to Val's house or her apartment with my roommate, and like we get over there. She's like, "Are you wearing girls' pants? Why are your pants so tight?" And she's like, "Okay, girly pants." And like, you know how when a nickname like happens, it just sticks. So like from that moment on, it was like your girly pants. And so then we kind of have this like language that we've developed. It's called pants language. And don't kill me. Like it's fucking crazy to everybody. Language. But like it evolved from like girly pants, and so. Like GP, but like we all know like topping taker from like the sweet potato casserole at Thanksgiving,
right?
So it like turned into like girly pants, topping taker pants, and then Val bleached her hair one time.
Terrible on my own, terrible.
And she bleached it, and it was like because she had dyed her hair black.
Which no one should ever do.
And she tried to bleach it, but it was black from here to like her ears and then bleached down.
Oh, no.
And she sends me a picture and it's like really sad and she's like bleachy pants. So then it was like girly pants, topping taker pants, bleaching pants. And then it was like, do you remember Sming It?
Oh yeah.
Smega pants.
Oh my God.
And so then it was just like, we just started saying pants after everything. So then when I started talking to her on GChat, like Google Chat, Val always just goes like, "Oh, hey." And that's like her thing. And then she goes like, "Oh, hey, pants," which turned into like OHP. So now it's like OHP, which is like, "Oh, hey, pants." And like, "How are you, pants?" which is HAYP. And then "Tell me everything, pants." So it's like, whenever I message her, it's like OHP, HAYP, TMEP. So like, you're like, what the fuck is this? So, but like, wow. So
that's a lot.
So, but she Snapchat. I only have Snapchat for Val because we just screenshot really bad pictures of each other.
It's like the worst blackmail,
right? And it's not good. So she Snapchatted me yesterday. It was like ISP, and I was like, "I'm sleepy pants." I was like, "Oh, do I not know how to speak pants right now?" And she was like, "No, in seat." I was like, "Oh my God."
He's like, "I cannot translate the pants." I'm like, "Okay." Then I was like, "What did I say?" Cooper.
So, what other fun things do we have? What are your favorite memories of me?
Oh my God.
Or not so favorite.
What are your favorite memories?
Actually, when we were saying this earlier, we went for Halloween into San Francisco. So we went to this gay club.
We went to the Castro.
Is that when you were Sexy Mario?
When I was Mario Ho.
Mario Ho.
Yeah.
And I was Minnie Mouse with like a crop top or something.
And we were with Trevor, who was like wasted and was like a dinosaur. Yeah.
But I was telling my mom, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go out with Joe in the Castro." She's like, "How are you supposed to meet men going to the Castro?" I was like, "I'm gonna meet men."
There's gonna be lots of them.
Lots of them there.
And my favorite was because Joe had always said like, "Oh, all the songs in the gay clubs are like all remixes."
Yes.
So we get there, it's like Ariana Grande, and it's like straight up. I'm like, "This is amazing."
Yes.
And then the bouncer was Drake. He had like the big sweater on from Hotline Bling.
I don't know.
Yeah, Hotline Bling.
And I was like, "Oh my God, your Drake outfit is amazing." I had like the best time. It was just so fun. And we'd have our weekly
Wednesdays.
Our WWPs.
Yes, weekly Wednesday pants.
Weekly Wednesday pants.
Because I was working in Redwood City. Why SPP? You could speak pants. But I was living up in Alameda or whatever, and then Northern California for a minute, and we would I was working in Redwood City, and she worked, I think, was it San Jose?
Yeah,
you were,
San Jose,
yeah. And so we would hang out every Wednesday. And there was this place, what was it? Vitality Bowls?
It's like the acai bowls.
Yeah, and there was this girl named Claudia. And Claudia, she was super cool and super friendly, and then she had to go to college or whatever, and
oh my God, how dare she?
It was so annoying. I was like, Claudia was so nice.
I miss Claudia.
Yeah.
It's just like
Oh, that was the
It's been
story.
like
What's the story? I was waiting for more after that. And then,
Well, it's because we
Claudia's
like,
gone.
well, it was because it was like we wanted her to stay working at Vitality Bowls, but she like went to pursue her education.
Hashtag you had to be there.
Hashtag Claudia Gate Pants.
Yes, CGP. Isn't it fun? You love pants. YLP.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my god! But it's like also, I mean, it's like
just-
Joe's
yeah.
like, it's like a Joe's always been a constant in my life,
Yeah.
which is like so important too. Like, it's just been amazing, and Joe knows everything about me, about like Sean, about my family. So
Everything about Sean?
everything.
Yeah, everything. And Val knows everything about Nick.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I don't love that.
Well, it's because you don't have a Val in your life that you have security that you can share as a confidant.
Joe the other day was like saying something, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I told Nick we said this." I was like, "I did not say that." We were sharing.
It's safe.
It's safe.
ISP.
It's
Being
true.
a part of a big Italian family.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody knows
absolutely.
everything.
Oh
Oh yeah,
Like
and
no
it's just like the
secrets.
family.
Secrets.
Yeah, just like the. I mean,
Not even where the bodies are hidden.
No.
Well,
you don't know that. Do you want to know where the bodies are? We can't tell you. WCTYP.
You did that so fast, I'm like,
I mean, we've been speaking pants for over a decade, Paul.
like, I'm better at like typing pants
Yeah.
because I have to like think about it. Joe says it like actually
I'm like,
speaks it. And I'm like, oh, I can't.
I'm like,
do it.
were those the right letters? I don't even know.
Or like sometimes it's like HWYWP, and it was like, oh, how was your weekend, pants? Got it.
You know, like
Or like, what's our anniversary? Or Valentine, or it was Sean's birthday, and it was like, HWYDWSP. How was your dinner with Sean Pants? And Val goes, IWGP. It was good.
There's too much brain power
So
that has to go
much. It's a
into
lot.
figuring
It's a
this
lot.
out, but it doesn't. I'd rather just write it out.
I'm
So much easier. YDSP. You don't speak pants.
You don't speak pants.
But you also got to marry Val.
yes.
Yes, at getordain.org.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, that was important too because I was like, I need Joe to be a part of it somehow.
Right.
And I already had like 100 bridesmaids.
She really
He could have been a flower girl.
And you
could
might not
have-
have done-
Oh, we had a
you might have
flower
still
girl.
We
been
had a
a
flower girl already,
Oh.
and she was good.
Yeah.
Oh, Amaya? Yeah.
Amaya was so cute.
What about a ring bearer?
It was Dominic, my nephew.
It was Dominic.
Was it? Yeah, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
He didn't do a good job.
See, I didn't see it, so I don't know. I'm just like, it's fine.
Well, that was
He did
was
get in
that
trouble,
before or
actually.
after when he put sand in Amaya's hair?
Oh.
He
Yeah.
got in trouble for
trouble.
putting sand in Amaya's
Yeah.
hair. I mean, she just got that thing done,
And
girl.
she did.
And
her
she
hair
is half black, so her
Yeah,
hair needs special care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like Dominic.
It was kind of a big thing.
Yeah. So
Come
Dominic.
on, Dom. Like,
But-
really?
I know. But like Joe's like, as we said, Joe knows everything about me. He knew everything about Sean, like
Yeah.
our whole dating era. It was like 6 years.
Because now you're in
Yeah.
the marriage era.
Yeah. Come on,
But I was
Mr.
like-
Isabel Brooks.
Marriage era pants.
Yeah, but like we did
MVP.
exactly. Efficient pants, OP.
OP, yeah.
So I was like, I wanted him to be a part of it, and he knows me and Sean well, and it's like, I thought that would be the perfect thing. So I was like, we both agreed, like, that would be the best. But then he got COVID, and he couldn't come during the
Yeah.
party.
I was like,
so I couldn't
oops.
ask him in person.
And then
So
she
that's
sent me
why-
a cookie cake.
So he what do you opened up the envelope first, so you didn't see the cookie? Because
Yeah, it was
sent
like,
me
will you be our officiant? I was like, what is
and then
that?
it was like hashtag J marries S&V.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this is so cute. And then he's like, how do I do it? Oh my God, I'm Googling. And then like a few minutes later, he's like, oh my God, I saw the cookie. Because it said like, will you be our officiant?
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, this is
And then I ate the whole cookie cake.
And then he's like, what's an officiate? Hold on, I got a GTS.
Well, no,
Google
because
that
then I
shit.
told my dad,
Pants.
GTS. It's fun!
It is fun.
See? You're HOPP, hooked on pants pants. Whatever the phrase is, and then pants.
But I think also like
This is my
Joe's
answer.
energy is just so amazing to be around. And it's like,
Really?
gives
Because I
me
feel like
energy.
it's low key.
Sometimes it's too much.
But like, we'll just, like, Sean will be like, okay, you and Joe are going to be like singing and dancing the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
And we did.
It's fun. It's like a musical.
So, if he was there, how were you going to ask him in person? Was there like a marching band and...
I had to cancel the band.
Yeah.
What is it, like singing telegrams?
I would have
The
loved
mariachis.
right.
No, I had like little bags for everyone, and I wrote out notes, which was like, it's so funny, like, day of the wedding, I wasn't emotional until, like, the last dance. I also, like, hate attention. Like, I was like, everyone's staring at us, like, oh my god. But I was, like, writing the letters to everyone, and I was crying. Because I was like, Joe, can you be my Fisher? And then I was like, why am I... And then I, like, misspelled it. I'm like, shit, like, now I have to do another one. So I had, like, handwritten letters for everyone, and then I had, like... I think I got you, like, a nice candle.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful candle. And socks.
And socks, it was, like, best officiant or something.
Oh.
Thank God we didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But that's, like, Val is the most crafty, and, like, Val plans so well. She's a crafty queen. She got a Cricut.
I have a Cricut pants.
A Cricut as in, like, the phone?
No.
I was like,
It's like
chirp, chirp, bitch.
It's like a cutting. It's like a printer, but it cuts out material.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's spelled with a Q.
Okay.
Wait,
No, it's
is
a
it?
C.
Oh, I thought it was cricket with
Cricut.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a U, yeah.
Oh, so like a Triscuit, but it's like a Cricut?
So it's like the insect cricket, but spelled differently.
Yeah. But she's like really crafty, and like my favorite also, there's a lot of favorite things obviously, but like Val's a planner, and like she's like, hey, let's go to New York and I'm going to plan everything. I was like, thank you. I'll just show up and do it. Like when we were in LA with you guys and you had everything, it was so nice because I didn't have to do anything.
Symbiotic relationship.
Yes.
He does all the things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's true.
Is that what that is? Symbiotic?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I said like that.
Yang.
Yang, mama.
You fill each other's needs.
Yes.
Plus,
I
I
mean,
hate
except
women.
some. Sean filled his
you
other
look
needs.
related too. Like,
Well, I would
think so?
hope. Oh my god.
no.
There was, after Val's graduation,
God, yes.
we were hanging out and like she was sending out the thank you cards to like everyone that went to her party.
I love that you sent out thank you cards for everything.
Oh my god.
Val is like, yeah, she's great. And so we were at the post office and there was a girl that goes, oh, are these from your wedding? And we were like, no. Also, she's 18.
Yeah, like who do you, and like we're not.
This is Tennessee.
Like, come on. Oh my god.
We do get, I feel like sometimes people do mistake us for like in a relationship. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, that's why I have like rainbow around me so people like clearly know.
Yeah.
It's like,
They have rainbow.
hey, no.
They're going to her. Do you know?
Like,
Sure
she's
about
gonna be
that?
so heartbroken when she finds out.
That my
Pants.
when I came out to Val,
Oh my
it was
God.
super endearing because she was visiting. So Val graduated a year before me,
All right,
and then
before you tell it, was this something you were stressing about?
for coming out,
Yeah, tell
oh,
me.
100%.
Okay.
And it was like, but it was like I knew everyone would have been fine, but Val, I was like, oh, she'll be fine, whatever. And so she came down to visit for like a couple days or whatever, like a
was for-
weekend.
Yeah,
It was in
for your
January or
graduation, it was
something.
before
No.
that, yeah.
And so then we went out to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was like a nervous wreck. And so we went out to Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like, I have to tell her.
That's so
And
butch.
he was very, and you were very quiet.
Yeah, and
He
like
was
you
very
could,
quiet.
yeah,
I was like,
and so
is he okay?
I remember it was like she went to go to the bathroom, or I went to go to the bathroom or something, and I got back. I was like, Val, I have something to tell you. And I was like, so her friend Ray, who is gay, who we call Ray Gay,
Shout out
and
to
Gay Ray. I was like, so you know, like Ray, and she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, how's Ray doing? And she's like, oh, he's good. And I was like, so I am like Ray. She's like, what? I was like, I am gay. And she goes,
It's a Dr. Seuss book.
and then
One
she
gay,
goes,
two gay.
she's like,
No way, gay.
and then she's like, oh, okay. And then we went to like, and then we went to a gay bar after. Yeah.
And
So-
I was like, let's do this.
Yeah, but then Val was like this so supportive, and it was just super good. Yeah, that was a good memory.
Buffalo Wild Wings. That's a great place to come out.
It
Yeah.
really was. It
You
was
gave the
so
place up,
nice.
girl.
Yes. Oh man.
But I was like, so tell me, like, do you like anyone? Like, what's the deal?
and I was like, I don't know. I'm still figuring out what to do. How to be gay.
let's put you in a gay
Val,
situation.
Val,
with a gay
did you
bar.
like have an assumption that?
Yes, of course.
Like you were just kind of waiting for him to be like,
Everyone
Yeah.
knew. Yeah.
Like when he was 5, I think there's a picture from your dad. From your dad's like 40th birthday or something. We were all wearing tie-dye. and we were doing like Joe and the Joettes. Or
Oh
something.
my God,
and
yeah,
Joe's,
for a surprise
posing
birthday.
like this in the picture, and I was like, oh my God.
Because you were saying it's my party.
Yeah,
It's my party. You can cry if you want to.
I love
Oh
that
my
you
God.
were the lead.
Obviously.
Joe and the Joettes. Like,
It was me, Val, and our cousin Danielle.
so yeah, he was gay. He was like, "Boo, bitches, I'm the Beyonce."
But like, I laughed so hard with Joe. It could be like the stupidest thing, and like I will be like crying, laughing, and I like don't even know why. It's just like.
Just like, yeah, like Val was telling me a story about how she like was at this party and there was a girl with an eye patch and we were like dying and it was like, this isn't funny, this is actually really bad because the woman had like gotten in a car accident or like she was like hit by a car.
I mean, you probably should have gone up to her and been like, "Are you okay?"
Or sung the national anthem, "Oh say can you see."
I've had my eye on you.
Yeah, she was in EPP eye patch pants. Oh man. Do you have any like dying questions you want to ask?
No, you guys have answered all mine.
Oh my God, so
Anybody
fun.
else?
I'm so
Nick?
happy I'm here. Thanks for having me.
I know, it's so much fun.
You're number one
like
fan on
the
Spotify.
OG, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the OG fan.
She is the founder and president of the Tugayspod fan club.
I
That's right, I need to
know.
make shirts. With my
And this-
cricket.
And you were actually one of the first family members of Joe's that
Yes.
we met.
Oh.
Even though his parents have been here in San Diego before, and he is just embarrassed by me and Andy.
Oh, not at all.
You are the first real person we've ever
Yes.
met.
I am
that he's
real.
talked about.
Right.
Yeah, you can confirm that I have a family.
All right. Well, do you have like
No.
Oh, I
Everyone
guess
get
it's-
yourself a Val.
I know. And now I guess it's time for producer
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Producer
Okay.
question, producer question. Let's all have a producer question.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, we'll go off of what we were doing earlier, which is if you were a breakfast dish, what would you be and why? Like a brunch dish.
I would still be a Little Caesars pizza because I'm hot and ready. Yeah.
Brunch. Little Caesars is good all the time.
Ooh, I don't know. Is it what I want or what I am?
What are you?
What are you?
Oh.
Are you chilaquiles? No.
No, I don't think so. I like...
I could also be biscuits and gravy because I'm
Where'd you get that?
We got
Oh,
merch
we've
for
got
her.
merch in there, girl.
You guys, oh my God.
Yeah, give her some merch.
Sweet.
Wait, I don't know what my brunch item?
Like, what would you be and why? If you were a breakfast item.
I love a good, like...
No, not what you like, but what are you and why?
Like, what would be your Like, I could also
your
be biscuits and
personality?
gravy because I'm dense, but yet.
and saucy.
But yes, exactly.
I would be something with, like, breakfast sausage, like a little spicy breakfast sausage with maple syrup on it.
I was just gonna say with
Because I'm
maple syrup.
sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works
Yes.
too.
Val, what are you?
I think I'd be like a frittata.
Oh.
Because I'm like, it's like warm and comforting.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's fancy,
kinda,
girl.
A little
'cause that-
fancy.
yeah, but also with like a side of something comforting, like a bagel, because they don't have bagels a lot. So like it's like, oh, this is so good, and it's like I feel so great after this.
I love it for chocolate.
What about you, Nick?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not. This is a
Why?
producer.
No, bitch, you do.
Ew.
Andy, what breakfast item like describes you best?
I'm
A fruit cup?
I'm Frosted Flakes because I'm basic.
That's not
And
basic.
Simple.
No, if you're basic,
And sweet. And
no,
and a little extra sweet.
you'd be a home style breakfast if you're basic, which is just eggs and toast.
And you know
Which
what?
is what I had for breakfast last week when we went to brunch.
And you know what, Nick? You're also great.
There we go.
I do like chilaquiles though. I feel like chilaquiles could work. Maybe you could put maple syrup on that.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. You can put maple syrup on anything.
Okay, Elf.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
What about you, Andy? What?
Eggs Benedict.
Oh.
Classic.
Uncomplicated, full of fat.
And a dick.
And everyone loves you.
That's true.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much, Val, for being on our
Thanks
show.
for
We
having
appreciate
me.
it.
So fun.
And if people want to find you on the socials, where do they find you?
At Val Robbins. Under
Oh, you
Val
didn't change
Clark.
it yet.
Well, to change the handle, it's like
That's a lot.
That's
Okay.
part of her brand.
And
Yeah.
she doesn't need to be part of this, like, outdated patriarchal idea that she has to change her last name
Girl.
to fit into society.
Amen.
But
also
Do not give away your identity,
Yeah,
girl.
she has her like her crafty thing too, which is what?
Val did this.
Yeah.
So it's like baking, cricket.
Oh my god, she's like
projects.
Angela Bassett.
Oh my
Val,
gosh.
She did that.
Valerie
And
Clark
did the
did the
thing.
thing. Valerie Clark did the thing. Whatever this is.
Because like if I get something in the mail that says Val Robbins, I'm like, who's that? And then John's like, oh my god.
I think it took me a while to change her last name in my phone.
Oh yeah.
Like my friend Ariel, I think she's still her maiden name, and she's been married for 6 years.
Yeah.
So
it's fine.
the friend Bliss you talked about, she just got married a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden on Teams, it was Bliss Martin. I'm like,
Who's that?
Bliss Martin?
Oh.
I mean, how many Blisses do you know? Of course.
Clearly.
Well, the work thing's hard too because I've been in my job now 11 years. So I'm Val Robbins. So I just said change it to Val Robbins Clark.
Yeah.
Because my email's V Robbins. And I'm like, I'm not changing my email. Like, that's just stupid at this point.
Yeah.
So now everyone's like, oh, you did the double last name. I'm like, no, I didn't.
Not really.
Just for your convenience. Like, you still need to find me even though I don't want you to find me at the same time.
Amen.
All right, everyone. Well, have a great week. Thanks.
Woo.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.